Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands, and today we will be doing a reading for Taurus for the month of January 2022. I hope you guys are doing okay. Alright, so this is gonna be a general reading. We get a general message for Taurus. So these two cards popped up. We got the Strength card, Power, ruled by number 8. It also rules the 5th house of Leo. And then we have the 8 of Wands. Is it the 8 of Wands? I think it's the 8 of Pentacles. Positive movement forward. Okay. It's about, number 8 again. It's like this, it's about timing. I seen divine timing. Something's gonna happen, something powerful. And the 8 is like the infinity card. That means that something divine, something that is timed, the perfect time is gonna happen. You see the boat is sailing. That means you got to listen to your intuition, your inner wisdom. And this picture here is portrayed half human, half Leo, which shows the inner strength of someone that can be the passion, the desire. It can be somebody that, withholding feelings, and because in divine timing something is gonna move and it be more open to be expressed out there, be out into the open, it's saying here. And I don't, well, let's find out what is it exactly that need to be expressed for Taurus. The Strength card represents also somebody who is hiding their feelings. Yeah, is hiding their feelings. Moon. Wow. Again, number 8. Again, 8, 3 8s. I know 8 also represent success and achievement and a victory. I don't know, but also the number infinity. You see, you have 3 8s. As soon as we started the reading, we got 1, 2, 3, and then number 1. The shadow is the moon. So we were talking about secrecy of the feelings. Something is hidden. Motives are hidden. Or it can be somebody hiding their feelings. What it looks like, very maybe angry, or somebody who shows a certain side of themselves that you're trying to understand why this person behaves in a certain way, or it's like sailing away, or they don't want to deal with you. I think it could be there's ulterior motives that they're repressing this, or maybe only through these difficult situations when nobody's paying attention to you, that the true identity of yourself and true character of somebody's is come up to the surface. That's the shadow side. I mean, everybody can be nice when everything goes nice, but when you go through difficulties and certain restrictions in life, how do you handle that? I mean, do you handle it with integrity? You still have certain, sense of self-respect for yourself and the others? Do you throw tantrum? Right? That's what the Strength is about. And that's how we trigger those inner part of ourselves through the moon. And then it reveals the true, authentic self, what the good and the bad sides. The 8 is the infinity number, something that bounds you, for life with someone, but someone who is there to trigger aspect of you, so you either they are able to see the true colors of you, which obviously they're beautiful colors, or that allow them also to see that shadow side of yours, the fears, the insecurities, and how you overcome them and how you handle them, right? In certain circumstances. The 8, it can mean 8 hours. It can mean, it's about timing. 8 represents time. 8 hours, 8 days, 8 weeks. Time and about far restrictions in time. But there's ulterior motives, and I think the motive is to define and to allow somebody to see your true personality, the good and the bad, your shadow side, right? The true honest, the side of the aspect of a person is expressed through their hardship and difficulties. It's easy to be nice when everything goes fine, right? So there's going to be some sort of a test, I feel, for you, Taurus. I love this deck. This deck is called the Psychic Tarot from John Holland. Okay? All right. So they're putting you through some test, or somebody's going through some test. Again, we got the Fool here, new beginnings, a new journey. And I think that's why this test, you're going through this, because revealing of new identity, or your identity of who you truly are, again, it's been emphasized here over and over again. Somebody is digging for some truth. You see the Judgment card here? Sorry, it's not the Judgment. This is the Justice card. We got Venus in Libra. It's about balance. It's about honesty. It's about fairness. It's about truth. It's about integrity. It's about doing the right thing. It's about fairness again. I keep saying that, but with the shadow side, you see there's like the yin and yang, and the infinity is like two sides of the coin. The infinities go back and forth. It's like a repeating pattern, to see consistency in something, or to see if you're deviate from something, or if you're dishonest, or your honesty, you stick to your principle, or you stick to who you truly are through thick and thin. That's the part of the infinity. There's that aspect of weakness on the humanity, of the human aspect of things, which is more the weak side. And then there's the strength, the animal, but also animal is not just an animalistic instinct, it's about courage. And Leo represent courage. So through moments of difficulties, what defines us, and that repeating pattern is to emphasize and to make sure that your true selves, the best outcome of you, comes to the surface on those difficult circumstances, and that you always stay true to that. With a justice, you always aim for fairness and obviously justice, and but most of all, honesty. I think somebody is looking for honesty. They want to see you to be honest. The Fool card, I had this card, I think, for Leo, and I had 2 cards popping out in that reading about, again, individuality in identity. I have a feeling that this person thinks you have a shadow side of you, or you are manipulative, or something about you that cannot put their finger. So they are good readers. They can read their mind, people's mind, people's motives. Because they have their own wisdom. But when it comes to you, they cannot totally completely read you. They feel like that you are 10 steps ahead of the game. So they might get paranoid. They might feel that your shadow aspect is know exactly what to do, what to say. But you're saying, no, I am with who I am, with all this, the good side and the bad side, the weaknesses and the strengths. This is what defines me. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking to see those aspects, those imperfections, those weaknesses, and that's okay. At least they want to be able to see that. And of course, through those weaknesses, how do you handle them? So there's a lot of tests going here, and this person is doing all this to see their true identity, because they're still struggling to decipher and dissect you and to really to extract the honesty out of you, because they're still uncertain. There's this hidden and shadow aspect. There's doubts with the moon. What is real and what is an illusion and what's a dream? They are uncertain who you truly are. Okay, so okay. I don't know why I'm putting this card. And I always face my cards so up high, and they're never in the center. I don't know why I do that. I'm so sorry. So that's it. Okay, who is this person that is trying to analyze you and understand you, and is looking for honesty, is looking to see the real you, the true you, with all your colors. The crown chakra. This person is very intelligent, very smart. The crown chakra rules the head. So it can be somebody that, uses the intellect, uses reasoning, uses logic. Yeah, that's somebody that has a lot of wisdom, and absolutely they're not gonna make any wrong move until they get to the bottom of it. Who is this person? Again, 7 with 7. Patience and planning. The 7 of Pentacles. It's saying Rome wasn't built in a day. You see, I see the snow and the rain here. I don't know if you see it. Snow and rain. It's again with that moon and the power, that split. A bit like a split personality here, but it's not about that. It's about the shadow aspect, and through good times and the bad times, and that's what it shows. And then we're building an empire, or you're building something together through the good and the bad times. And that's the true test. And that's the true test of whatever that is, friendship, partnership, anything. You go through these difficulties helping one another, right? And that requires time. That's why we saw the 8 requires time to build that, and patience. Now I get it. Yeah, we got the 2 of Wands here. The 2 of Wands, again, like that infinity number that I was telling you, the waiting game. You see, there's a pattern of going in circles, and that requires dedication and perseverance and patience. This person is waiting, but it doesn't just wait. He has a plan, patiently doing things over and over again to build something, to implement these roots, deep roots. These roots can be of this partnership, of this connection with you. And you see how we got the time. That's why I had the 8s. Now I get it. You see, time will allow for deeper roots. And where there's deeper roots, deeper the love, deeper the dedication and the devotion, right? And it goes back and forth in time. And that's how you develop that. And when you, in time, you build this level of trust, and trust is built through going through these cycles of difficulties, and the true colors of your honesty comes up to the surface. And if you can overcome this, and by not fighting your weaknesses and your insecurities, but helping one another, and that's how you build the true foundation of a beautiful friendship that can develop and grow to something more meaningful after. Right? So that's why. So it's about timing, Taurus, for you. You are in the verge of meeting somebody, but maybe you did already. But if you're saying, well, what's going to be in January? The month of January is going to be another month when you're building deeper roots for this connection. So embrace the moment, embrace the journey, embrace the memories that you both go through, and see these difficulties as part of your journey. And the turbulences will come and go, but the friendship and the connection and the devotion and the trust and the loyalty will remain and will be remembered through all these challenges. And that's how you build deeper root, right? Right. Okay. So what does this person admire about you, and what do you admire about them? So I'm getting a card, what they admire about you, and what do you admire about them. What they admire about you: spiritual strength, Knight of Wands. That's what they admire. You got, again, with a strength card here, which is represented by the word power in this deck. They admire that no matter how tired you look from the outside, I see this guy has this tired face, tired eyes, everything is like but you keep your spirit high. You don't let this trials and tribulations get the best of you. You keep your spirit high, you stay positive. And you try to see the beauty, and that's how you build stronger inner strength, and faith within yourself, and faith in God. You know what? I'm telling you my own journey. Like, for me, only the last few years I started strongly, slowly building that inner strength. And it took me a lot of courage. 9 also represent being alone, a solitary man or a woman, it doesn't matter. For me to make certain choices in my life and move on with my life, for example, like separating my ex-husband, and it took me a lot of courage. I was terrified, but I did it because I didn't know what my life would bring, and I said I had some sort of security, right? So to start over on my own, it was like scary because all the responsibility would fall on my shoulders. It's not like I had any support. So that's when you start building faith and trust in God, because that's all you got, hope and faith. And it has to be something sublime, something superior, something that is up there to give you that strength. And obviously you're not happy in the situation where you are, so you have no way out, and the way out is God. And God is saying, if you want to be happy, choose me, and choose faith, and trust me, and I will open doors for you. But you got to have faith in me and be patient. And he did. Whenever I thought that my life was going to get worse, or I was uncertain where I was going to live and how I was going to live, God created opportunities for me to give me a good life, a better life. And whenever I feel I'm uncertain of their situation, that life now isn't certain. Nothing isn't certain. You can never take life for granted, or your circumstances. Whenever that happens, God is there to give me that inner strength, right? The lion within you. Again, here, spiritual strength. And that's what this card represents. He says, whenever you have doubts, look within you and you'll find me. I don't want to sound very religious by speaking like this, but you have to be really in that place of desperation. Oh gosh. When you start to notice him and to see him, and you're like, oh my God, you never noticed him before, because you were blindfolded by the material things, like the mediocrity of life, and only when you start to truly see him, when you have no way how to get out of the misery, and you'll find salvation in him. And I know you're gonna be, whoa, there she goes with God. And I'm just saying that whenever I have doubts from whatever situations, I remember his words. I remember when he used to say to me, trust in me. And every time, I always made sure I put my faith back and trusted him. Things went for good for my life, always. So I've come to a point that I'm not scared anymore. Whatever happens, I'm not scared. As long as I know in my heart I've done good, I leave everything on God's hands. Doesn't mean that I ignore my life. Don't tell, no, sir. I'm not like, I'm not indifferent, because God will let me know if I'm being neglecting things in life, but when I know I'm doing the right thing, he rewards me. And I'm telling you. So I'm going to get a card from this Wisdom of the House of Night. I just want to get a final message from this one. I don't know. I always do these readings like I'm going to talk about love on this guy, on that girl. And I don't know. I end up talking about nonsense. Whatever I'm saying, it makes sense to me. But I know everybody who listens out there is like, what the hell is she talking about? It's just so hard to always talk about people, right? Like when there's more to that than just about this guy and girl. Like there's more to it. There's more to life. It's about finding the niche, like my son says. Whatever that means. So let's get a final message for you, Taurus. And I forgot, what you love about them. Emotional loss. I think it's the same thing. What you love about them, that I feel like they're holding their heart close to their chest. It's like almost like a protection. It's like even though it says emotional loss, you love the fact that they feel protective of you, or there's something that keeping it hidden, like, but it's in a very protective, keeping you safe, secure, protective, like their feelings untouched, and very respectful of their feelings for you. There's no I know it says emotional loss, but I feel like when they saw you, they found themselves and they found you, and nothing is lost. If they ever felt like lost before that, they feel this aura of this energy of love all around them whenever they feel your presence. And I feel you feel that. And they're kind of very protective of that feeling, of that energy. And that just shows a high level of respect. And I think you admire that a lot. And let me just see this card. What's the message? The Warrior. So we got the Warrior here. Again, it comes with that, the power, the strength card. The warrior within you, the spiritual strength and the power, right? This person, that's the message for January. It's talking about the fighter, this energy within you, that the courage that, and the fire within you, that it never gets diminished, right? That is on moments of difficulties and struggle, never let that disappear. Like, always keep the light and the fire on within you, right? The courage, very courageous. That's the message. You got to stay strong and a fighter and courageous. The moon, again, you got it twice, the moon here with a shadow side. This is saying that you will be triggered. There's the shadow aspect, shadow motives, moon twice. That will, but this is only for the better. Whatever is triggering you, that is trying to expose your vulnerability, the true colors, your true identity, and your level of integrity and your honesty, right, is the only way to do this, by going through this difficulties. That is the message. And they say embrace the moon, and because that under the moon, it allows us to be ourselves, to show our true selves through chaos. You see, the moon will trigger you, your fears, through chaos. Number 9, again, we saw that here with a spiritual strength. You will be tested. You've gone through some major turmoils, but I don't know how bad, or but I can't stop helping looking at this leaf here. It looks like Canadian leaf, right? Like, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, like a Canadian flag. Be prepared for this test to happen, because I've been seeing, and it's a perfect timing. I see the number 18 again here, forbidden, and the shadow side again, number 18 here, right? And then 8 here, and then we got all this tests here and the moon. So it's saying that the message will not be revealed to you, but I feel like the message is somebody's trying to understand your true identity and your personality. So we'll move mountains to break through you, either because they want to break through you to build more faith and trust in you, or build your inner strength, or maybe you've gone through some traumatic events, or they have gone, and the only way to fight it is by going through them and facing that, your insecurities, and fight them once and for all, so you can live a happy life. But it will happen, unless it has started to happen already. and the beauty. And that's and it's thorns, right? You see this, the rose and the thorn. The most beautiful is that flower that has thorns, that goes through, like the wildflower kind of thing. And that's the one that is the epitome of perfection, because nobody can touch her, and it takes a lot of skills to embrace her and to gain her trust. But her thorns are there not to only defend her, but it shows her true character. The beauty of her is by showing those shadow aspect of herself. So that's what makes her unique and beautiful. So this person is really looking forward to see all those aspects of you. And I think they are enchanted, mesmerized. They're like, and that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for you to be perfect woman, very ladylike. Yes, they want you to be ladylike, but it's okay. You got your bad days and you're not the best of your behavior, but you also embrace that and you recognize that aspect of you, and you tell your motives why you feel and act like that. And that is very genuine, very noble, very honest. And yeah, so you know what? Don't be afraid to show your thorns. You don't need to please nobody. People will love you and respect you more when you don't try to change for nobody. Okay? All right. That's it. Thank you so much, Taurus, and let me know how that goes. Bye.